In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use macros in Microsoft Access 2026. Macros and Access let you automate routine tasks without writing VBA code. Think of them as a set of instructions that Access follows for you reliably and in the same order every time. They're perfect for opening forms with specific filters, running queries, showing messages, or coordinating several actions in a single click. Start by opening the database where you want to add automation. It's always a good idea to work on a copy or ensure you have a recent backup, especially if your macro will run action queries or make changes to data. With your database open, look to the ribbon at the top of the window and switch to the Create tab. This is where Access groups tools for building objects like forms, queries, and of course, macros. In the Macros and Code group on that tab, click Macro. Access opens the macro builder, the design view where you define what your macro does. You'll see a clean canvas for your steps and a lower pane where you'll fill in details for each action. Macros run from top to bottom, so the order you build in matters. Click Add New Action to open the list of available actions. This menu is your toolkit. Actions such as Open Form, Open Report, Run Query, Message Box, or Set Property let you interact with objects and data. Choose the action that fits your goal. After you pick one, look to the lower pane for its arguments. These are the settings the action needs to run correctly. Things like which form to open, which view to use, optional filters, or message text and icons. If you're unsure what a field means, hover over it to see hints and fill in only what's required to start. You can keep adding actions to build a sequence. Access will execute them in the order shown, so arrange them logically. For example, open a form first, then apply a filter, then show a confirmation message. When you're happy with the flow, save your work using the Save icon on the Quick Access toolbar. In the Save As dialog, give the macro a clear descriptive name that reflects its purpose, such as Open Sales Form with Filter. Click OK, and you'll find the macro listed in the navigation pane under Macros. To use it, you can run the macro directly for a quick test, or link it to an event so it triggers automatically, like when a form opens or when a button is clicked. That way, your automation becomes part of the natural workflow of your database. Test your macro with sample data, watch for prompts or messages, and adjust the actions or arguments as needed for a smooth, repeatable result.